Hi, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be demonstrating how to knit this stitch. It's a lace stitch and I have started a cardigan for myself. Hopefully it will be mine. I bought this yarn from my local. She posted it on Facebook, and she had 16 of this yarn. It says cotton tie dye. I couldn't find it when I searched it, but she said she bought it from Canada. And there's about 50 gram, and it's finger weight yarn. It's not worsted. And I bought 16 of this yarn. Just show it to you here. So this is going to be my third ball that I am going to be attaching to this cardigan. I finished my second ball. This is all I have left. And I just wanted to show you because it's really fun. And before I start my other design, and I squeeze this in between because I started this yesterday. Yes, yesterday. I started this last night, and today is noon, so I haven't knit today at all. But I just wanted to show you how to knit this stitch. It's very easy and simple, and it's a top down that I'm going back and forth, and I just want to share you this stitch. And if you want me to do a tutorial on how to knit this demonstration, I can do that as well. Please put down below on the comments. So what you do is you do 2 ridges of purl stitch. Just like, it's really hard to see because of the yarn. I just love it how it turns out. Speckles everywhere. So 2 ridge of purl stitch, 4 rows of knit stitch, 2 ridge of purl stitch, and 4 rows of the lace stitch. And you just repeat 2 rows of ridge purl stitch, 2 ridge of purl stitch, and again 4 rows of knit stitch, and you do 4. You know what, I forgot to do my purl stitch here. Yeah, so between is a 2, that's good that I caught it. I was just trying to finish my my yarn, my second ball. Anyways, see, everyone does mistakes, right? There's always errors. So I'm just going to rip it off, 3 rows, and then do 2 purl stitch, and then 4 rows of lace stitch, and if that's all, you do it. So grab your yarn, and so let's get started. And I will grab one of my plank yarn so you can see it better, because it's really hard to see it on this yarn. Doesn't this look nice? Yeah, I just love it how it turns out. And just grab your knitting needles, that's what it says on the label. So let's get started on how to knit this lovely lacy stitch. Okay, so I have cast on total of 30 stitches. This is just a demonstration on how to knit this stitch. I did 2 ridges of purl stitch. Either you can knit yarn on the back, or you can knit yarn on the front to create these 2 ridges. Okay, the next step is we're going to do 4 rows of knit stitch, just a plain knit stitch, yarn on the back, just like this. Just like this, nothing different. So continue knitting, yarn on the back. I always get confused with the stockinette and the garter stitch, either way. So I just say knit, purl. So on the right side we do knit stitch, yarn on the back, just like this. And I'm using a acrylic yarn that I found in my stash. As you can see, green is my favorite. Okay, so the last stitch, and the other side, the wrong side, is going to be yarn on the front, purl stitch. So continue knitting like this about 4 rows. So this would be considered 2. So we're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to start the lace stitch just like this. So I'll see you back when you finished doing the 4 rows of knit stitch on the front. Okay, so I have knitted a total of 4 rows of knit stitch, and on the wrong side it's purl stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat 2 purl stitches, 2 ridges, just to give that bumpy look. So first I'm going to knit just like this, yarn on the front, or you can do yarn on the back, either way, which way you feel comfortable. So knit yarn on the front, the wrong side same, or knit wrong side about 2 ridges, and I will meet you back. We're going to do the lace stitch. Okay, so I have knit another 2 ridges of purl stitch just like this. Doesn't even this looks nice. You can make anything with this stitch, this baby blankets. I'm sure it would turn out great. So I'm going to slip the first stitch and knit the first one, and then yarn over, and I'm going to knit these 2 together just like this from the bottom to top, yarn over again. So just a repeat, yarn over, knit 2 together, but the knit 2 together is like this way, so it slants towards your right side. So from left to right, this is how you knit the 2 together, just like this. This is the right side of the work, and on the wrong side you just do the purl stitch. Here you just knit yarn on the front, and this is all to it. And it gives you that nice lacy look. Just like this. Oops, sorry, my hand. Yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, and here I think I did something wrong. I have and I'm just going to knit these 2, but I believe this was this way. Something happened. I don't know. I have to recount the stitches. There should be 30 stitches. Nope, I have 30 stitches. So I'm just going to knit these 2 together, just like this. Oh, yeah. And then on the wrong side, I'm just going to knit yarn on the front. And I will meet you at the other end to do the 3rd row of the lace stitch. And you just knit these yarn on the front. Okay, so we're back on the 3rd row. Okay, I'm just going to try to get this closer. Okay, so be cautious on this. If you screw it up, the laces will move around. So I'm just pulling the first as to slip and then knit the first one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a yarn over. What you see is you see the yarn over and the knit. So you knit those 2 together. Don't go like this, knit, and then if you do that, then your laces will move around and you wouldn't want that. So yarn over, knit those two together, the yarn over and the knit stitch. It has to be on a order, or else your laces will move around. So this is how it works. It goes on top of each other. Yarn over, so you pick the yarn over and the knit stitch. Just be careful, that's the trick. If you move them around, your laces will move. Just like this. And this is all to it. And this is all to it. Doesn't this look nice? So when we finish this row, what we're going to do is we're just going to do the purl stitch, 2 rows. Well, we're going to do the wrong side purl to finish the 4th row of the lace stitch. And then we're going to continue doing 2 ridges of the purl stitch, thus just like this. I'm sure you have a better idea of seeing it and on the cardigan because of the yarn being speckled and it looks all over the place and it's hard to see the stitch. But with this plain yarn, I'm sure you have an idea how it looks like. And doesn't this look nice? Oh wow, I just love it. How it turns out. Huh? You can make a baby blanket with this. Yeah. Just like this, and we're done. So we knit the last 2 stitches and then we're done the lace. So we do the last row as the yarn on the front. So continue knitting 2 ridges of purl stitch, and we will come back to do the knit stitch. The purl stitch is just like this. You continue knitting like this, and then you knit back and forth, or you can knit yarn on the front, as I can always mention that. So you make 2 ridges on top of this, and then you just repeat what we did here. So continue knitting, and I'll meet you when we start the knit stitch. And this is how it looks like. Doesn't this look nice? Wow. Well, I'm not going to go through it because the next step is do the knit stitch, and then you do the 2 ridges of purl stitch, and you just repeat what we did. So this is how you knit this lovely stitch. I hope you like this short tutorial. I just wanted to give you an idea. When you're knitting top-down cardigans or sweaters, you can use any pattern you wish. And I just made this up because I just wanted to give that lacy look on the cardigan that I'm knitting. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and happy knitting!